40-point games, longest streaks in the playoff. Jerry West, Jalen Brunson, Michael Jordan, Bernard King. Brew, is Brunson proving he's a superstar? Or on the path? I'm trying to get you to move a little bit.
Look, you guys know I covered his dad, who was a journeyman with Rick Brunson. Yeah. So I would love to say yes, be with you guys and be with the crowd, yes. But no.
Gee whiz.
What Jalen Brunson proved last night is that he is an excellent player who is having a historic run, who may one day become a superstar. I've never said he couldn't become.
That is fair.
I'm just saying at this point, he is not yet a superstar. Okay. And look, I get it. I'm seasoned. I've been around the block a few times, maybe a few hundred times, all right? I've seen the best players of the last 50 years. I covered the best of the last 30 years,
covered
all right?
Brunson.
Yeah. So I am not as prone as you two and as these legions of desperate Knicks fans to be a prisoner of the moment.
Okay, but
because I've seen a few things in my day.
But may I jump in here first?
Well, I got a few little points I want to make. You showed the graphic as if that was going to make me crumble and say yes. Bernard King, great. Was he a superstar?
I think he was en route, and then his knee went out.
Maybe that was unbelievable. He may have been en route, but he was not a superstar.
Not yet.
Yes, not yet.
Yes.
All right. I present to you, and I brought it up yesterday. I've said Trae Young. Y'all don't want to get that one, but it's good.
But
let's look at Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, let's do it.
The little guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Look at this graphic. This was Isaiah in 2016-17. 28 points a game, 6 dimes, very similar numbers. 5th in the MVP voting, and beat Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler when they were playing for Chicago in the first round of the playoffs. Hold up. Jimmy Butler was balled in.
But Dwayne Wade in 2018 or 2017.
He was a double-figure scorer.
Okay.
He beat them. They get to the conference finals. And the start of Isaiah's career was better than the start of Jalen Brunson's. But let me finish, Nick. You're going to get your chance. All right? And Isaiah was not considered a superstar. All right? Donovan Mitchell, you don't consider him a superstar. He has made the playoffs every single year of his career. He has averaged 20 points or more every single year of his career. He has been the #1 scoring option every single year of his career. He averages 24 points a game in the regular season, 28 in the career of his playoffs, been to the second round twice. He's not a superstar, but I'm supposed to just hand it to Jalen Brunson after this small time of dominance?
So that's the part that's unfair. By the way, Donovan Mitchell, who outplayed him and beat him last year in the playoffs?
It's one series.
Right, but so now we get last year's series. Now we're talking about this one. Can we put up Brew's Isaiah Thomas graphic again? Because it's an intriguing graphic, particularly because of what is left out. Those are the season comparisons, which is fair. What it does not
includes playoffs.
Yes, what it does not have is
regular season
their playoff numbers.
But it's not just playoffs.
No, but it is about both. But if people were curious, how was Isaiah Thomas in those playoffs? The answer is good. 23 a game. Jalen is at 37 a game. So that is those are not the same. You brought up Trae Young yesterday. Trae Young was on a superstar trajectory after the conference finals. The problem is
at that point, did anybody consider him a superstar?
No.
Okay.
No. The next year in the playoffs, he averaged 15 a game, and they lost in round 1. You brought up Isaiah Thomas, that he didn't follow that up with anything.
Right. He got hurt too. But nobody was even saying he's on a superstar trajectory.
But if he followed up that season, Brew, with a better one, the next year people would.
Well, then let's let Jalen follow this up.
My point
He's had 2 great years.
Right. Exactly.
That makes you a superstar.
No, my point is you are acting like this is the first year. This is the second.
I'll give you that.
Right. And
yes, last year he wasn't all NBA first team. He averaged 24 points a game.
Right. But so superstar.
And they got to the second round.
Right. So Jalen Brunson, 2 years ago, was 16 a game in the regular season, then popped in the playoffs to 21 a game.
You keep trying to add that on. That
because
doesn't
that
make
was
him
the
a
first.
superstar.
No, I am just showing you the trajectory. Then he got to a team where he was the number one option for the first time. He was all-NBA caliber at 24 a game, not first team, obviously. And then in the playoffs,
did he make
was
all-NBA?
28. Check that for me. I don't know if he was third team or not, but he certainly was.
He's a one-time All-Star.
Oh, yes. This year's his one All-Star appearance?
Yeah.
So, last year, I think last year he missed All-Star and made All-NBA, but you can check and tell me. 24 a game, and then 28 a game in the playoffs, beating Donovan Mitchell. In a series, people thought Donovan had the more talented team. Then this year, 29 a game, and a historic playoff run. It's not just these 4 games. You can expand it to 5 games. He's one of 10 guys ever, and we can show you who the 10 are, to ever score 200 points in a 5-game stretch. It's all superstars, and Bernard King, who was en route and blew out his knee, and career never was the same. Going into last night's game, the betting site set his projected points at 37.5, even money either side. They said he's as likely to get 38 plus as under. That is superstar territory. Okay. And he has been we can show you the clutch stuff too, Brew. He is, I think he's better than Devin Booker. And Devin Booker was in Club Superstar.
That's fine if you want to argue that.
I think he's better than Dame.
I don't think he's better than Donovan Mitchell.
So I think that's a real debate.
Or De'Aaron Fox.
See, I love Fox. I do think he's better than Fox.
Let me ask you this. This could settle it. And both of you. If the Knicks lose this series, are you still screaming he's a superstar?
I got to see how it happens.
Because if you're a real superstar, it's not contingent on a series.
No.
Like Nikola Jokic, they could lose. He could score 12 points in the next 2 games, and we're going to be like, he's a superstar.
But I think there are right now, and again, Club Superstar opens Monday. So we'll see if he's in or out. I think there are openings created by Jimmy Butler. I think he's got to be out. In my opinion, Dame has to be out.
Fine.
And Booker, there's an argument. You know what I mean? Whether he's in or out.
That's fine.
So there's 2 or 3 spots open.
2 of them are gone.
I would imagine SGA and Ant-Man are going to be in.
Okay.
If there is a 3rd spot open, then it is going to go to a borderline guy. A guy like you're saying Donovan. Because Donovan, again, if Donovan had lost that game 7 against Orlando, is he in, is he out?
That wouldn't have changed my thoughts on him. Because he has a track record.
But the track record is built up a lot early, and then it wasn't so great at the end in Utah when he averaged 22 a game and everyone thought he quit. And it wasn't, remember that series? And it wasn't good last year when Jalen outplayed him. Okay. Like, those all things happen. And the other thing you have to admit to the audience, please, I am not someone that waves the Knicks pom-poms. I am not someone that is caught up in the back page.
I'm not admitting anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
No, you don't.
Okay. Now we can't even talk about the phantom kickball.
Why not?
Because you kept on talking about Wes Unseld.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.